A new book written by Pulitzer Prize-winning Washington Post reporter Carol Leonnig claims that there's some concerns within the Secret Service of Trump family members getting a little too close to agents. And when I say get a little too close, uh, I mean it. Now, The Guardian has obtained a new copy of the book, and it reports that Leonnig detailed how two members of the Trump family, starting with Vanessa Trump, the ex-wife of Donald Trump Jr., had started dating an agent who had been assigned to guard her family soon after she filed for divorce with the eldest Trump son. Now, although Secret Service agents are forbidden from dating the people that they're guarding, the agency raised no red flags about Vanessa Trump's relationship with the agent because he was no longer being assigned to protect her after her divorce. Okay. Oh, all right. But there was another instance of some shady stuff happening. And that has to do with another Trump family member, Tiffany. Good old Tiffany. Leonnig reports that there were suspicions within the agency about Tiffany Trump potentially forming her own relationship with a different agent. Specifically, Leonnig claims that Tiffany Trump broke up with her boyfriend at the time, then began spending an unusual amount of time alone with a Secret Service agent on her detail, which caused leaders within the agency to become concerned at how close Tiffany appeared to be getting to the tall, dark, and handsome agent. Ooh, steamy, salacious. Look, normally I don't care about this stuff. You know, like, okay, date who you're going to date. Yeah. But, you know, this is, again, this is a story that's a little bit salacious, and that's fine. But here's the thing. There are rules for a reason, okay? And generally one of the rules, and it makes sense, you don't date the people that you're there to, getting paid to protect. Isn't that like some sort of unwritten rule that you like, you can't F your bodyguard? Is maybe I'm imagining things. Maybe, yes, and I did watch The Bodyguard, by the way. I'm again dating myself here. It just feels like it's bad work ethics, right? It's bad enough that we have to pay taxpayer money to protect the Trump family to begin with. But in this case, we're essentially paying agents to fuck the Trump kids. Like they're getting secretly serviced on our dime. Okay. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. So what I would do is, well, obviously the person on Tiffany Trump's detail should be removed, reassigned, and then then they can do whatever they want. Then it's not in our interest anymore because she's not getting paid to service her. Okay. So what's even more salacious though is that you've got back to Vanessa, right? So now Vanessa, with her Secret Service agent, well, they got together right after her and Don Jr. got a divorce. And so it kind of makes you wonder, was there something going on? It's a little odd. There's timing here, very strange. And it does matter because we do pay for that protection. That's our money. And as a taxpayer, I am not happy about the amount of cash we have already had to drop on the protection for the Trumps. On this supposedly rich family. Like, long after they left the White House, by the way, it turns out when you look into it, we've spent a ton of money on Secret Service protection for the Trump kids, even when there were not even, even after Donald Trump was not in the White House. In fact, according to reports, Trump's adult children cost us $140,000 in Secret Service security in the month after Trump left the White House in January. Now, ordinarily, once the president leaves the White House, they lose their security detail, right? But in the case of Trump and the four siblings and two of their spouses, well, the former president had issued a directive to extend post-presidency protections by 6 months. So the whole family, the Trump kids and their spouses, they get Secret Service protection on our dime for an additional 6 months. $140,000 was spent in 1 month. That's $840,000 if it's the same for the next 6 months, just on Secret Service members that are allegedly porking Tiffany and Vanessa. And by the way, I mean this in both a literal and figurative definition of pork. Okay? What an absolute waste. Do you know how much we could, direct that money to like house people and feed people, Americans in poverty, with $840,000? It's a decent amount of money. But no, Snowflake's got to have the protection. And who knows what else. And hopefully the protection was using the protection. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.